Welcome to Chamber Chats, a weekly series by the West Monroe-West Washita Chamber of Commerce highlighting our valued members. As always, find out more about the Chamber and our members online at westmonroechamber.org. And now, this week's episode of West Monroe-West Washita Chamber Chats.
Welcome to another edition of Chamber Chats, filmed live at Louisiana Delta Community College. We're excited today to have board member Sheila Snow, but also you represent Discover Monroe-West Monroe. Tell us about your organization.
So we are the marketing arm for Washita Parish. We are responsible for bringing tourism impact into our parish to impact our economy.
So, that's everything from sports, and there's a million different groups of that, all the way down to cattlemen's associations and religious groups. So what are the challenges that you face in marketing our area, especially maybe in Louisiana with bigger markets?
Yeah, so, obviously when people think of Louisiana, they think of New Orleans.
Right.
And so that is a challenge sometimes when we're getting the word out there about Monroe-West Monroe and, kind of letting people know that Louisiana is more than the New Orleans area. But we have an amazing community. We have a ton of great tourism assets, whether it be our sporting facilities, meeting facilities, our attractions, things to do in restaurants, and our people. And those are some really great selling features that we have that do set us apart.
I would think in the world of bringing in a lot of those conferences, cost is a leader too. Is that a factor in pitching to some of these?
Absolutely, because we are a smaller destination, our cost is a lot less than some of those bigger areas. One of our main selling features a lot of times though is free parking. If you think about whenever you go anywhere out of town into a bigger city, you have to pay to park.
$45 valet,
So that was always, I thought that was always funny when I first started, and we would put together bid packets and it was like free parking in all caps. But yeah, so being a smaller destination does help in that.
Recently, y'all rebranded as an organization, and it's a beautiful logo, but it's more than just a logo. Tell us what went into that process and where y'all are going.
It was an amazing process. We worked with an agency to create some focus groups to really dig into the community and not find out who we think we are or who we want to be, but what we really are and what kind of, what our true assets are, what we really are. And we discovered that we are a community that's a little outside of the lines. When people hear Monroe-West Monroe, they may not realize that we have a beautiful river that runs through. We have multiple ballet companies. We have a symphony. We have a theater. We have a burgeoning arts community. It's huge. And so, we realized that we are a little bit outside of that. And so that's where our tagline, Outside the Lines, came from.
And you have this amazing personality assessment quiz. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
That's right. We also discovered, that there are some personality traits to our brand. So we created this personality quiz that'll tell you whether you are a vibrant blaze, friendly sky, tranquil bayou. What is the fourth one? Friendly sky, tranquil bayou, vibrant, visionary skies. That's it. Friendly wave, visionary. I should know this. This is my personality quiz. I'm a vibrant blaze though, so I guess that's maybe why. That's the one I do know for sure.
So tell us those personalities.
Vibrant blaze. Friendly waves, tranquil bayou, and visionary skies.
I love that. So you're even incorporating in the title these activities that we are known for.
That's right. The activities and the attributes that we have in our community. If you look at places like Chenault Aviation and Military Museum, tells the story of General Claire Chenault, Delta Airlines, all of these great visionaries who, Joseph Beenhorn, first bottler of Coca-Cola. So we took in all of those great attributes of the area. You can take this personality quiz. It'll give you one of those four, and it'll also give you a personalized itinerary that'll tell you the things that you might like to do in the area.
One of the things that we as a chamber rely on you guys for is, my goodness, you have the best events calendar. And sometimes we cheat and steal stuff from your calendar. But if people say, hey, there's nothing to do with their area, they're not looking at your calendar.
They are not looking at all.
But how can a normal member of the public stay plugged into that information?
Absolutely. Our website, monroe-westmonroe.org, has that beautiful calendar of events. We work really hard to keep it full, but you can also sign up for an email newsletter that comes to your inbox every Thursday that has a full list of all of the weekend events that are happening. And that email gets longer and longer. every week.
Because
And
there's so much
there
to do.
is so much to do here.
Yeah.
So that used to always be our, whenever anyone would say there's nothing to do, I'd be like, wait a minute.
Let me forward you
We've
this.
got
40
to
pages.
talk.
Yeah.
But I mean, every weekend there are a ton of things, from family activities to live music. Just so many things happening in this community.
So you've been at Discover Monroe-West Monroe for a little while. What are the things that you've learned, and maybe how have you evolved in your communications job in that time?
Goodness, some things that I've learned. I've absolutely learned, that we have an amazing community. Being able to get out and go to different conferences and see what other people are doing. We are doing some amazing things in Ouachita Parish. And so I continue to be proud of the things that we're doing here. Marketing is something that changes almost daily. You know that. So being able to learn about the different marketing trends and the new things that are happening, really digging into things like visitor data and really utilizing that. We've got a great system that lets us track visitors that come into the area, see where they go. So really utilizing and learning about new technologies. I've had to do that throughout my time at Discover Monroe-West Monroe. Staying familiar though with those social media trends like TikTok. I'm a little older, but I'm on there. We try to do different things when those new things come out. We recently had a TikTok influencer come to Monroe-West Monroe named Gerald Grunig, and he's done some fantastic
high energy videos.
Yes, he's very high energy, and we've gotten a ton of response from those. And so we're always looking at what the next thing is and what the new thing is, and really trying to plug in.
And you say you have a whole team of people with you. And so I don't think people really realize when we talk about so many of our initiatives at the Chamber, when we take something on, we have to say we're making a long-term commitment to this. So it's not just, we're going to go on Facebook. We're making a long-term commitment to generating original content. We're going to be on Instagram. We're making a long-term commitment.
Absolutely.
And TikTok, you're adding that. And so each one of these things takes a staff member, takes time. So tell a little bit about your staff that you have that works in that media relations.
In our communications department, I am very fortunate to have a great team. I call them my A team because my full-time team is Allison, Addison, and Abby. So they're all A's. So they're my A team. Allison takes care of our public relations and media relations, and she does an amazing job with that. We've gotten some great coverage over the last couple of years. Addison White is our multimedia content developer. So if you see any video work out there, he's doing that and putting that together and keeping us on trend with that. And then Abby Tingle is our social media and website coordinator. So she is coming in, doing all of our social media, and it's a lot. And keeping track of all the great content that we're putting out on monroe-westmonroe.org. And then we also have two part-timers, Brooklyn and Hannah, who Brooklyn is the one responsible for filling that calendar with all those events, and she knows how to dig around and find them. And Hannah's a great addition. She does all of our graphic design. So
just a little insight into how much time it takes to make all that beautiful stuff that we just kind of scroll through, and so I just want to give a little background to that. So let's pivot.
Okay.
You are also one of our board of directors for the West Monroe Chamber. Yeah. So do you want to reflect on your experience since you've joined the Chamber board?
I've been on the Chamber board for I think a little over 4 years now, and I have really, really enjoyed every minute of it. I've gotten to meet, just various people throughout the other boards of directors and kind of worked with people that I didn't know, hadn't met. And it's really fulfilling to be able to work with a group that's putting so much back into the community and really working to support the business community. And that's what we're doing. It's great to meet all of these new businesses that are opening. I've really enjoyed the time. I serve on the government committee, I chair the government committee, and that's been a passion of mine. I love, working in advocacy, and so that's been really exciting.
And maybe some people viewing might not know about our government committee and its structure. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how that works?
Absolutely. So we have our government committee is made up of 7 members. We meet regularly to go over issues that are facing the area. So whether or not these are issues that we discover or members are bringing them to us and say, hey, this is something I'm concerned about. Can you check into that? And we really work to research the issue, to come up with solutions, find ways that we can plug in and help, whether that be connecting with our elected officials and legislative body. working with them also, trying to, see what their priorities are and how we can help and support their efforts as well, just to really bring that impact back to the community and make things better.
So a lot of behind the scenes work, and I think that maybe that's not known about us, is that we spend huge amount of times reading bills and thumbing through what the legislators do and what their priorities are, meeting with them before they go to session, and then, maybe even after to give recaps. So it's a very active committee, and thank you for your very wise chairmanship guiding us through.
Thank you.
I always feel guilty. I have to send her another email.
It's a lot. Like I said, I've always loved politics and how government works, and so it's actually really it's fun for me.
It's fascinating to watch in real time something that is a problem that we're facing in Northeast Louisiana be evaluated, picked up by the session, moved through committee or whatever menagerie, and then actually come to effect in our region. So it's kind of cool.
It really is. When you really do have to watch and pay attention to how all of that actually goes through, it is. And it's been really great because we work with our elected officials so much behind the scenes, or kind of, meeting with them and talking about issues, to see them all work together so well and really working to push our region forward. And that's also been exciting to see.
Well, thank you for your service on our board. Thank you for your service as government committee chair, one of our most active committees. And thank you for enlightening us about what's going on at Discover Monroe-West Monroe.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Well, for more information about Discover Monroe-West Monroe, you can find their website and all of our member information on our website, westmonroechamber.org, and also you can find membership information. Join us next time on Chamber Chats.